The ETs want to tell you. This is their words that I channeled through my writing, and I'm going to read it out to you now. The shift in human consciousness on a grand mass scale has now occurred on the earth. This was needed for the new earth to be born. The dark and the light are in war. It wasn't balanced, and now it is. The light workers and even the neutrals are now waking up. They are now beginning to see, feel, and know the truth. The truth meaning the media, the TV, the celebrities, politicians, and world leaders, teachers, priests, and other people who are in higher jobs. The people that are in power, the ones in powerful positions, these people who are fighting for leaderships and controlling roles are in fact not all they are very deluded. They're learning from books, they're learning from faculties, they're learning from the teachings that came from a very long time ago, thousands of years ago, still getting passed down through the TAFEs, colleges and schools, and the universities. What they now believe and focus on, it is not true. Mostly all of it, for it is only learned from hundreds and thousands of years of evolution, from times that were controlling and barbaric. It is for them their truth. And now the rest of society is realizing in a very fast and sudden way, and it is all untrue. Their eyes are now open. They know these powerful leaders in roles of ego, only which means so that they themselves feel important. As this is now their identity, who they are, because they needed to feel important and noticed. But you are all wanting to feel noticed in some way, and in a loving way. You have to remember that some people are incapable of feeling love and being loved. In other words, they're incapable of giving love as well. They're taught how to do the job, a job, whatever that job is. This is correct, but in this, they forget. They forget about humanity and connection. They forget about love. They forget to love others and to have not one once. They do not have any empathy whatsoever or compassion for anyone else, and not even for themselves. And even though they pretend to have this, they are really good pretenders. They're good fakers, and they're good actors. Their souls, not all of the souls, but they lack love for one another, and this creates much confusion, disharmony in the world. You need them because they have good jobs, and they do jobs that you can't do. They do jobs that the empath or light worker cannot do. As the empath cannot even treat other people with anger or hate, and they cannot innately, deliberately, unless cornered, hurt another person or cause them harm, for they are not created this way, and their soul does not allow it. And if they ever do so, they are in very great disharmony and dispeace, and will live in shame and guilt if they ever do these things. They cannot sack other people. They cannot let them go. They can't let them go out of their jobs. They know that the person will suffer because they are a loving soul, an empathic trait courses through their veins. Their energy is love. And the purpose on this planet is for the empath and the light worker to do good, to help and to heal. They cannot create suffering on purpose and hurt other people's lives, for they're not created this way. And this is why. They are not the same soul group at all. There are two main soul groups that influence your world: the darkers and the lighters. Darkers are narcissistic. Not all of them are, but the majority are. They're more negative type, as there are many types of these energies here on Earth. Most of them don't even have souls, so to speak. They're just energy, and they do jobs here, like backdrop people, who are there to make the world run correctly, like robots, like bots. They're in a human form and no good at relationships, because they're not here for that. The light workers are here to be love and caring and healing. They are loving soul groups that feel beautiful. They even look beautiful. Their energy feels like life itself and angelic. Basically, they're angels. Their souls are on a mission on Earth. They chose to come here to help because the planet was full of darkness. They've come here, as Jesus did, to show light and love, to help humanity. It isn't made easy by these darkers, I'll tell you that. But there is a strong war between the two species, big time. Lessons need to be learned. If you're an empath, you'll understand this. Empaths are now awakening all over the earth and have won against this war. They are winning. As they're waking up, their power grows. These are awake. They are fighting back, and they're strong. The darkers do not like it at all. People are now awake to them and know exactly what they are. There's a movie, and its name is Harmony. This explains it very well. It doesn't explain it completely fully, but it does show what I am talking about, what message I am portraying to you who hear this message. People are now connecting with each other more and more, and awakening to the fact that they've been lied to for a very long time. Some are indeed shocked. But now they are not just believing what they see and are told. They're questioning everything. This is terrifying the darkers who are in higher positions. It's different now, and it's changed. You can feel the energy. The new earth energy is here. And the old one is slowly going. In fact, it's been sped up by the process of this coronavirus. The fake lie veil is gone completely. The new earth is here to stay. Yes, it is. The new world order has failed, and it can't exist because The people don't believe the lies anymore. And the smaller people, society, has now linked up through the internet, the social media, TikTok, Facebook and YouTube and other sites, now being used for love and helping each other. Instead of, well, what it was created to do was separate each other. But now it is doing the opposite. The people have won. There's more good than bad in it. The war is won. It is a tool to use to spread love and awakening. It's working. You who hear this, school allows no expansion from the outside. It doesn't allow you to ask questions with any subject at all. All it is teaching you a subject. You're meant to be quiet and listen and take it in and stick to that subject without any expansion or questioning. But now I say to you, all expansion is necessary to grow as a soul, to help this world and help this planet, to do good. Your knowledge is necessary to expand. Ask questions. Think of it as an unlimited way of thinking. Your consciousness being unlimited, unbound. As we say outside a small, confined box, remember, there is all but more ways than one to a subject. Always, in the olden days, it was not so. You were beaten, you were controlled, you were abused. As the narcissists today still practice these ways. You are all realizing that these ways do not work. You cannot shut down somebody. You can't, because it will create a monster. And people will break out of that box of confinement in times of violence to keep people shut, to keep their mouths quiet, to keep their minds closed. Those times are gone. The times of change have come. Asking questions, and sometimes because you ask these people the questions and they don't know the answers, so they shut you down. Teachers, types of people like that, parents, family, hierarchies. Sometimes they don't know the answers, and sometimes they do know the answers and they don't want you to know it because they want to feel powerful themselves and keep it all to themselves. Sharing is growing. They don't want you to know more, they don't want you to be powerful inside yourself. But every soul on this planet has a right to expand and grow and be the best person that they can be. To do the mission that they are here to do. You all deserve that. Think for yourself. Einstein said many things that were very powerful. He himself had dyslexia, as we named it today. As psychiatrists keep everything in a box. They like to name things, they like to put labels on them. But these labels, they do not expand the full consciousness of what is really going on. There is a lot more going on than what they know. All they do is read their books and think that they know what they know, which comes out of a book which doesn't expand the mind. You need to allow yourself to ask questions and want to know more by experience. Be a free thinker and love. Help your fellow human and look after your earth as she takes care of you and supports you. She supports the earth that you walk under, and without her you would not be walking. End of transmission.